Kenneth English.
All right, day 15 of the break-in of the brand new 392 Hemi. Things are proceeding as normal. I had to let you in on a little something I forgot to tell you first time around. When I first got the car out of Staga, when I was first driving it home. Now, see, they had let it idle in the shop to make sure the cam busted in and all of that, but they hadn't driven it. So when I got it, I drove it. I drove about 50 some odd miles from Chino back. I was in Paramount. I decided to pull over and get some gas because I needed some. This car was on dang near on E when I got it, when I gave it to him. It was about 90 degrees. Temperature was fine on the dash. I pulled up into my gas station in Paramount where I always go and turned the car off. Fueled up. Went to turn the car back on, it barely started. I mean, it cranked slow, like the battery was dead. Just kind of like woo, 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 woo. I tried that like 3 times. 4th time, it finally started. That's just something that, I mean, I've come to the conclusion that what it was that the engine still being so new, so brand new, the parts had grown with the heat of driving, but they hadn't worn down enough yet. So the inside clearances were so tight that it ran fine, but it was too hot and tight on that first time just to stop and then start back up again. The starter didn't have enough torque. It started fine at the shop when it was cold, but that first drive, getting all that heat up, is what did it. That's something you got to be aware of when you're breaking in a new motor. It's going to swell up, and it's not worn down enough to where it fits together right. You got to put some miles on it. You got to drive it. You got to really get in there and start going through the cycles. But it never did it again. I tried the same thing next couple days. I drove it a lot, got it nice and warm, stopped it, restarted it, started fine. So that initial break-in was probably all it was. But ever since then, we've still been rolling. The mileage that day, like I said, 9-something average. Highway, mixed driving, 9-something. I'm up to the 12s now. As you can see here, about 12.4 miles. I'm on a full tank. It's telling me I only got 200 miles in this tank. Now, we all know better because you know the 392 runs way better than that, especially a brand new one. But the economy, I've always wondered whether or not it was accurate, whether it was any kind of true, or it was just a computer algorithm. But I do believe it realizes my mileage is still shitty, so I'm still not gonna get 400 miles out of this tank like I normally can. And you know, now I understand that the thing does work. The thing does work. I have to also say that when I first got the car, the engine was rough. It felt a little rough. Like when you were sitting still, if you had a cell phone sitting on the dash, it would shake a little bit on idle. Now it's not doing that anymore. It's much smoother as the days go on, as we roll out. I'm expecting it to get really smooth here in a minute. I don't know, that's about it. I mean, the power's good. I did a couple of 5,000 RPM, first gear, second gears, and I just started now at 300, 400 miles plus. I'm doing the paddle shifting, so I'm getting downshifts in, which raises the RPMs, and it helps to seat the rings because you're using vacuum on the pistons more so than equal amounts of vacuum and compression or pressure. So vacuum and then positive pressure, negative pressure. So now when you downshift, you get a lot more negative pressure, a lot more vacuum. So you're sucking on and you help seating those rings better. That's something I learned from my Volkswagen days, how to seat rings. I built a lot of engines, never had an engine fail on me. Never burnt an engine up, never had an engine seizure in all the cars I've ever had. It's never happened to me. I'm good with the oil changes. And I don't know. I had homeboys a couple times, had seized motor C's on them. And I just never had that happen to me. I don't know if it's luck or what. Never lost a tranny either. Had a transmission get stuck in third gear on a Volkswagen, but that had nothing to do with me. And had to get a whole new transmission too. That was fun. But we gonna keep it pushing. Until next time, I still got this Hemi under my right foot. Don't you forget it.